Hey folks! Do you want to be able to copy items in Breath of Fire 3? Well, just use the copy shop in the fairy village. Duh. But we're modern gamers! We don't have time to wait for 10 to 24 battles depending on the price of the admin copy. Potentially copy? No! We want those copies immediately, now and yesterday! And as it happens, I completely stumbled upon a glitch while I was making a video for my main Let's Play of the game. And I figured, hey, let's make a video about it, since I at least have never heard of this glitch before, and it's sort of interesting. So, let's learn how to copy, duplicate items instantly. However, as the name of this video should describe in some way, there are some notable limitations to this glitch. First, you can only duplicate equipment, which I suppose is fine, since most consumable items are fairly easy and cheap to get your hands on anyway. Second, though, this equipment can only be those that can be used as items in battle to infinitely cast a particular spell for free. Specifically, these 13 weapons, 2 pieces of body armor, and 1 shield. There are no helmets or accessories that can be used to cast spells. And there is yet a third limitation. The specific piece of equipment you want to duplicate, there must only be 1 of it in your active inventory. Granted, if you have 2, you can always equip 1 and then duplicate the second one into a third one. Or more, if more than 1 character can equip something, like the Force Armor or Mind Shield. Though, you really don't need more than 3. So, yeah, when it comes down to it, the only things worth duplicating this way are arguably the Robe of Wind, the Holy Avenger, and Rufod's Spear, which cast Speed, Might, and Shield respectively. Robe of Wind is one of a kind, and the other 2 require you to battle what arguably are the 2 hardest enemies in the game that also happen to be rare-ish encounters. And additionally, Rufod's Spear is a drop item only with a 1 in 64 chance from the Berserker, 1 in 32 if you use Charm first. Special mention to the Royal Sword and Dragon Blade, which casts decent multi-target spells and also could be worth having more than 1 of. This is not sounding like a particularly useful glitch, though I wanted to talk about it anyway, since it is relatively easy to do accidentally, and it can be somewhat detrimental in that case, though more on that later. So, how does this work? Well, first off, we need to get into a battle, which, well, fortunately happened immediately there. I don't care what we get into a battle with. So like I said, we can only use items that, well, we can use as spells, like the Robe of Wind or the Force Armor, or in this case, Ouroboros, Royal Sword, Blessed Staff, Holy Avenger, things of that nature. Stuff that's highlighted whenever you look at it in this. We, can't do these like I said earlier. So anyway, I'm going to have Ray here use the Ouroboros specifically, which will cast Raise Dead. I don't care on who. Now Ryu here, well, note that this top position is now empty. Now Ryu here, he is equipped with the Dragon Blade. I did this, well, beforehand, just set it up that way. And I want to equip him with, well, any other weapon, doesn't really matter what, but I'm just going to do the Royal Sword in this case. And this is going to, whenever you equip or unequip or equip items, well, unequip in this case, the unequipped item will go into the highest, most empty slot in your inventory. So notice the Dragon Blade is right here at the top now where the Ouroboros was. And that's the whole thing with this. If we back out now, back to Ray, we'll notice that, well, now we have 2 Ouroboros. But Dragon Blade is gone. It's obliterated, apparently turned into the second Ouroboros because this overrode it. And, well, that's it. That's all you really need to do. If you want to be able to get a third Ouroboros, you could have, well, in this case, Nina equip this, and then so that there's only one in your inventory again, and then you can once again try to, well, not even try, but successfully duplicate the item. Now, part of the reason I wanted to mention this is because of the fact that I had to sacrifice an item in order to do this, something else in my inventory. It didn't have to be the Dragon Blade, obviously, but, I mean, I could have used something like, well, say, items way back in McNeil Village, those kind of weapons, or even something here I don't care about, like, I don't know, I guess at this point I really don't care about the asbestos armor or the light clothing, but it is also notable, I actually should have mentioned this, it has to be, make sure that the item that you want to duplicate is higher than whatever item you're going to be losing. And that's, well, the other reason why I put the Ouroboros up here at the top, because, well, now no matter what, the item I'm unequipping is going to go into this slot like that, so for the most part, this is, like, not, like, detrimental or anything to you, because, like, all the, like, items required to actually complete the game, like the fairy tiara and things, for example, they're all just regular items, but there is an exception, and that is the HE shells. You absolutely need these in order to get into Eden from the Path of Eden, you know, the green path, to, like, have Momo equipped with these and then kill the vines to progress with the final dungeon. And I specifically used the Dragon Blade because it has the same property as the HE shells in that it's an item that cannot be sold, dropped, or copied in the copy shop, for that matter. So, yeah, I got rid of an item you're not supposed to be able to get rid of, and even, I don't even know why the Dragon Sword has that property, since you don't actually need it to progress with the plot at all. I guess it's just kind of a sentimental type of thing, because of, you know, how you acquire it and all that. But, yeah, you could potentially and accidentally kill the HE shells and screw yourself over progressing through the game if you do this before opening the door in Eden, or, well, destroying the vines, as it were. So that was kind of the main reason I wanted to bring this up, is just because this one, not likely, but potentially, well, catastrophic thing, because, yeah, you can do it accidentally like I do in, well, the next video I'll be releasing, but it's not incredibly likely that you will, I suppose, but it could happen. So, hey, in case you were wondering why something like an item in your inventory suddenly disappeared after you, well, after a battle, that's why. So, yeah, okay, cool, there's some stuff that could potentially be really cool to duplicate, like Royal Avenger, you know, Royal Avenger, Holy Avenger, Robe of Wind, and those other items that I talked about, which I actually don't have the Rupod Spear anyway, but, well, in any case, that's the duplication glitch. Yeah, that's really it. So, I tried using, like, regular items for this, but whenever you back out of using regular items, they always go back into the same slot that you got them from, so it's not like you can, well, do anything with these in that regard, so, oh well. So anyway, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you found that interesting, because I kinda did, personally, and see you in the main Let's Play.